Hello, this is Catherine of Fit Armadillo, the fitness company that lets you enjoy fitness at your place and your pace. And I'm here today because it is Tighten and Tone Tuesday. Last week on Tighten and Tone Tuesday, I talked to you all about one of my favorite fitness tools, the foam roller, and I told you why it's really important to incorporate foam rolling into your fitness routine. If you missed that video and are interested in learning more, don't worry. All you have to do is click on this link and you can watch that video and catch up. If you watched last week's video, hopefully by now you have your own foam roller and are ready to learn more and learn how to actually use your foam roller to work out knots in your muscles. And that's what this week's video is all about. So, grab your foam roller, come join me on the floor, and I'm going to go over techniques for rolling out your IT band, quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, piriformis, and adductor muscles. So let's get started. Come on down. We're going to start off by working out knots in the iliotibial band. The iliotibial band runs from right around your hip down to your knee, and this is a really great place to work out knots, especially if you're a runner. I first learned about foam rolling from an IT band injury that I had, and this guy was a real lifesaver in getting me back running again, but I continue to foam roll my IT band because, as you know from last week, foam rolling is not just for rehab, it's also to help you prevent injuries and increase your flexibility. And so, all this being said, let's get to rolling out your IT band. So, you want to grab your foam roller and you're just going to lie on it on your side. And you're going to bring your body down. Now, we want to roll from around our hip to just above our knee to work this area. And you can take your top leg, because we're just going to work on the bottom leg, and we're going to put our foot on the ground, and then we're just going to roll along the hip, trying to get any knots out. Now, as you're foam rolling, if you start to feel areas where there's some pressure, you want to stop there and kind of hold that pressure for a little bit and try to work out that knot. And when I say for a little bit, I mean about 10 seconds max, and then you want to continue to roll along looking for other areas where there might be that little bit of discomfort. That area is called a trigger point, so it's a muscle knot basically, and you can try to work that out and then roll back along. Now, one thing that's important when you're rolling out the IT band is you don't want to go past your knee, so never roll on a joint. We're just going to go down towards our knee and come back up. Now, I already told you that I have really tight IT bands myself, so this next part I'm going to show you, but it probably won't last very long. Because if you don't have very tight IT bands and you're not feeling much here, you can stack your feet. This is going to be intense. And you're going to roll along with 2 feet up so you get a little bit more intensity in any spots where you need to roll a little bit longer. So that's our IT band. Runs along our leg, and we're going to roll it out by just rolling along the outside of our leg, hip to above our knee, in order to roll out knots in the IT band. Next up, I'm going to show you how to roll out knots in your quadriceps. That's the front of your thigh muscles. To roll out knots there, I need to be rolling on the top of my thighs. So grab your foam roller. To do this, we're going to roll forward, and we're just going to roll down to right below our hips, and then, again, stopping before we get to the knee, but rolling towards the knee, going down, and back up. And again, if you feel a spot where there's some extra pressure, you're just going to try to roll over a little bit. Again, staying there around 10 to 15 seconds. Try to add a little bit of your weight to that area to work out that knot. And then continue to roll along the whole quadricep muscles to continue to work out knots. Now for this one, you can make it harder by just doing one leg at a time. And you can just lift one leg up and roll forward and back. Roll on the side of the quadricep a little bit here, and on the other side. Whew, that feels good. Again, stopping where you feel a little bit of that discomfort, never trying to push to the point of pain, and trying to work out knots for 10 to 15 seconds as you're working your quadriceps. If we work the front of our legs, we also want to work the back of our legs, the back of our thigh muscles, and those are our hamstrings. To roll out any knots in our hamstrings, we're simply going to take a seat on our foam roller, because our hamstrings are the back of our thighs. And then we're going to just roll along from our butt up to, again, above our knees, not going on our knees, never rolling on a joint. If you're not feeling this that much, you can stack your feet and try to roll one leg at a time so you're really getting those knots out. And remember, to get a knot out, you want to stop where you feel that little discomfort and roll along there. You can always roll a little bit on the outside and then on the inside. And that's going to get our hamstrings. All right, what do we have left? We also have our calves. To roll out one of your calves, the muscle on the back of your lower leg, you're just going to put that muscle on the foam roller, lift up here, supporting yourself, and then roll towards the ankle, and then towards the knee, not rolling on the knee. Trying to find any points of pressure, and if you find a knot there, you can just kind of add that pressure to that area, holding for a few seconds, 10 seconds or so, and then continue to roll the whole calf muscle. Next is piriformis, that's back in your butt. So what we're going to do for that one is take a seat on the foam roller so we can get to that muscle. We're going to rest the foot of our butt cheek. We're not going to be working right now on the knee of our other leg. And then you're going to support yourself with the hand of the leg that you're working, because then you're going to press into that top leg and really try to work the butt muscles in that butt cheek that's in contact with the foam roller. You can roll a little to one side, and then towards the other side a little bit here. And then, of course, we would switch legs after we did that side and get the other side. All right, last but not least are our adductors, which are the inner thigh muscles. And to get there, we're going to bring our foam roller nice and long. We're going to lie on our foam roller. And then we're going to take a leg of the adductors, inner thigh muscles we want to work. And we're going to lie on it here, and we're just going to roll that foam roller towards our groin and out towards the knee to work the adductor muscles, those inner thigh muscles. If you find a spot where it's feeling a little tender, stopping for a few seconds to try to work that knot out, and then continuing to roll along. So now you know foam rolling technique. We got all of our lower body here. Of course, you can foam roll your upper body as well, but it's recommended that you really don't roll below your rib cage. You never want to foam roll on a bone or a joint, so just be careful when you're doing your upper body. Now, I did this routine really quickly because I didn't want to bore you while you were watching this video. But when you're foam rolling on your own, you can do your foam rolling for about 2 minutes. Again, stopping for no longer than 10 seconds on a certain trigger point or muscle knot that you're feeling before moving on and continuing to roll over that whole muscle group. And as you remember from last week's video, the time to foam roll can be before and after your workout. It's great to do some foam rolling in order to work out any knots that you have and really help increase your flexibility. Static stretching, just holding a stretch, like most of us are used to doing, can only go so far in helping to increase your flexibility. You really need foam rolling to help work out those knots and get yourself to the next level with flexibility. And in doing so, and this is what's really important, helping to prevent injury. When you don't work on your flexibility and your muscles get tight, that is a great recipe for getting injured, which I've been there, I don't recommend. So make sure that you're doing some foam rolling at the end of your workout to help prevent that. After you foam roll at the end of your workout, you can also do some static stretching, just holding your stretches, general stretching routine, after you foam roll to get the most benefits. Now that you've watched this video, I want you to take action now. Leave me a comment below telling me how you're going to incorporate foam rolling into your fitness routine this week and why it's a good idea to do so. If you enjoyed this video and learned something, please share it because sharing is caring. And if your friends and family know what a foam roller is and why it's important, they won't give you dirty looks when they see it in your living room. Just something to think about. I hope you have a great week, an awesome workout using your foam roller, and to see you soon. Bye!